You're on these shows where every episode could be your last. And you have the comic books, so there is source material there. But I am curious, what kinds of questions are you asking? And how is it informing you?
Oh, I'm a pain in the ass. I'm a total pain in the ass.
What does that mean?
Well, because I'm all up in it. Like, I'm the one who, like, when I really want to know or I really want to collaborate, I really want to think about something with them, I have the conversation. We get on the phone, I chat it out. I'm like, so I think it's trying to do this, but what about, you know what I mean? I'm not pushing the whole story to another place, but I'm trying to, in my head, in my pretentious mind, I'm trying to help them accomplish what they're proposing. So I'm like, well.
But how much of that is you are a playwright, you are somebody who is used to also being the person who's crafting the story.
Right, and they're so awesome. Like, I've had such an amazing opportunity and experience working on this show for the last 7 years, and they're family to me, so I can really talk to them and really hash things out and give ideas and thoughts, and not necessarily ideas so much.
I was about to say, yes.
Thoughts. I mean, ideas are theirs. And they have plenty of them, and they have a fantastic team of writers. And sometimes they're like, yeah, discuss that with the writer. Like, there's, and I think as time goes on, as Amelia's saying, you get more and more able to do that, and they start to create around how they understand you're living in her, she's living in you at this point. The collaboration becomes more and more full. And asking questions, of course, is crucial because they're great writers in the sense that they also are keen to get to the truth of the thing. If you notice something and they're like, let me go think about that, and they're willing to adjust. They're not like, no, this is law. They're not like that. And so it really has allowed for a lot of great exploration.
Sure.
And it's been, and it's interesting because, like, there's things you read on the page, like in terms of the action of the show, and you're like, so you want me to, what I mean? Like, that's the sword doesn't do that. What I mean? Sometimes I have to give them a little information about how my weapon works.
How your weapon, well, that's good, it's good knowledge to have. Yeah. Can you speak at all to your future with the franchise?
You guys have spoken elaborately.
We have spoken a lot about
your
future.
And I have not.
Yes, I know.
And we'll keep it that way. This is not how I ever imagined how my life work would go, as I used to pretentiously call it.
What did you think the lane was going to be, and how would you describe the lane you're currently in?
Well, because I'm a playwright, so I really just expected to stay like in indie play world, you know what I mean, and step into this area in very specific ways. I never expected, things like Walking Dead or Marvel. I just never imagined it. So it's kind of, I sort of am catching up to that in a little way, but I at the same time, there is approaches that involve that type of stuff that happen now. But I think the beauty of it is I just love to tell, the idea of all the opportunities that are now out there for so many different sort of stories to be told. And sort of the thing on my heart is to get different stories told from various perspectives that I haven't seen in certain mediums yet, like on our network television yet, or places like that. And that's kind of that idea, that thing that drives me a lot. Sure. As a writer as well, is getting those sort of stories, perspectives we rarely heard from. We still got a ways to go. We got some work to do.
Are there roles and ways that you guys are still hoping to be seen? Or are there sort of dream roles that are not coming your way?
Buddy cop. Let's do the buddy cop.
You want the buddy cop? I like it.
No, well, I'm just kidding, but I'm like, sort of, yeah. I mean, just like something goofy. I think I've been doing a lot of my characters have been very quote unquote strong.
Yes.
And that can have its own trapdom, you know what I mean? Though thankfully I've had a really, especially lately with Okoye, for instance, or whatever in the Marvel movies, she's got a lot of different things. She's very humorous and she's got a lot of heart. So and so does Michonne, but it's just I just got to expand more of the spectrum with her. But the idea of say putting away strong altogether, I have no strength. Let's start from there.
Yep.
Yeah. That would be interesting for me.
Sure.
Yeah, that would be really good.